Yeah, morning, guys. Quick review here of the trades from yesterday. Pound Aussie's almost there. We just took it in this area, um, knowing that people are going to have to scramble. So if they're scrambling to get out, they're probably not going to offer us a pullback. And Aussie CAD, we're just waiting now. We've got some new ones as well to do. I think there's going to be a Swiss and a New Zealand. Just have to clarify that. Now remember, there's nothing different about what we're looking at here as we did the other day. For example, when we knew everything was up and Euro gave us the deeper pullback, implying that more people are profitable on their shorts, but only for Euro. So while the rest of them go up, they have no choice but to liquidate their positions. In doing so, that creates a Euro move where it has to catch up the others, and it speeds up because the others have already moved. So it's like a stealth move. I don't know how else to call it, but that's what we'll call it. And there's no other way to find them. Indicators won't give you that. It's just it happens out of nowhere. It's a runaway move, and you can never get in. So that's kind of why we just got in the pound Aussie. It's the same type of thing. So we're doing the same thing here, is what I'm saying, as we did. So when we did that with the euro, we're using the euro CAD to tell us how much more juice, or the euro yen, how much more juice we had left in the euro CAD, right? Knowing that CAD was already high at that time. So in this example, we're basically using the pound Aussie to do the same thing. Let's find a new one. So pound's already significantly come down against that area of time. Swiss has not. Okay. So let's think about this as the yens. They're holding their longs on Swiss yen. And as this comes down collectively, that's one loss against this, two losses against this. So here, three losses. This is coming down, so three losses, four losses. Okay. New Zealand looks like it's got some more room to come down. Well, we're trying to do this without looking here, but we can do. But we're not going to. $347 points down. while the CAD has done 368 down. So let's look at that Swiss. £336. Pound 325. So they're giving us the same numbers. But when we look here, we can see with our eyes that Swiss has clearly not come down as much as the rest of them. These guys are holding the bag here. So we could take a sell. Yeah. And we're going to get the pound because we can physically see the pound has moved a lot. And we're going to get the pound and we're going to use the pound Swiss to tell us how long we can continue holding the Swiss yen short. That's how we're going to do this. Oh, that's good. I'm happy about that then. It's got some progress here. What was the target on this? We'll have to have a look. Hang on. Let's come back to that. Euro, that was on the Euro index, right? Euro pound was the only one that had come down, suggesting it's an impossible move. And in it coming up, it gave a pound CAD pullback. We'll go and look at those in a minute. Hang on. Just want to get the pound Swiss up. Well, that turned into be a good trade. That went all the way below these lows. Well, that's all right. It wasn't our target anyway. I mean, next time we'll try to hold for longer. We'll use the other ones to tell us. Maybe we could do that on these next trades. Is this the right one? Oh, right. Well, hang on. We'll just change that chart. So when will Euro need to drop? Well, we can go and look at that as well. That's the idea. Anyway, 1 second. Let me think about something here. I want to check the Euro index. 1 second. All right, so we got the Euro index here. We had Strong euro. Okay. We drew this green box in knowing that it was its time. And Euro CAD did also do its thing in the end, but Euro CAD did another low. So just by watching it that way on its own, you kind of have to go a little bit deeper to get the better entries. How we've just done it, it's like a two-step thing. Even though we're looking at the same thing, it's kind of confusing if that you'll get your head around it. Look here, this might give you a better perspective. So Euro and CAD are the only ones that have really showed a significant decrease, but pound is really the one. So from this point of time, the guys were their longs are now happy. Their longs are now happy. Their longs are not yet happy, so we'll put our target back up here. So we've still got a bit more room on the euro against the pound. So what that means is we can't expect a crazy amount of strength in pound yet. You can see right here the index is just saying that the weight is up, the volume, the buy side profitable people collectively are up. So for one currency to be able to turn that, it's just not going to happen. So that allowed a pullback in the euro, even though euro's bearish. So we came here because Swiss collectively is stronger than euro collectively, but that still allows for buy side pullbacks in euro because euro still has some underlying strength. That's what we're seeing here, guys. New Zealand. So it looks like we got a euro New Zealand move down further than it should go. Okay, which is interesting. Okay, if that is happening, that means we've got a massive move here developing. Are we allowed to take that? Well, yeah, we are. So we're going to take that. Bad entry, but whatever. Because when we look at the New Zealand index, and we'll go back to the yens in a minute. We're not going to steer off track, but remember, this is all the same thing anyway. New Zealand. Second. All right. here, New Zealand is down collectively. Um, uh, Aussie is weaker than New Zealand though. It's kind of why we're doing the Aussie CAD instead of the New Zealand CAD. So with the collective New Zealand weight being down, that would allow for even if we're kind of questioning it because of the recent strength of New Zealand. Well, we know that there's recent strength in Euro too, so that would allow us to have a pullback at least. It doesn't have to take out the high, but it can at least come back to here, same like what we just observed in the Euro Swiss. So I'm happy with that. Let's go back to the yens. Oh, before we do that, let's quickly look at the crypto for the OMG. All right, crypto here. From what we can see, the weight is up collectively, those three. Up, down, down massively. So that you can see is out of whack. Okay, they're going to have no choice but to liquidate their cells because they're the only real profitable cells. So this requires patience as it's on a 1 hour time frame. Patience. Neo is kind of at the break even. But if we were to have a crypto index chart, let's draw that here. One sec. Just like putting up the snipping tool so I can draw. One sec. Here it is. So it would be looking like be up, maybe a little bit down here, something like that, but the relative weight would be up. Buyers are happy. So we'll see the same thing in OMG eventually. So what that would do is that would create a stealth move. Let's say there was a currency that we could do. The highest one is BTC, so OMG BTC. If there was a OMG BTC trade, we'd be able to do that and expect it to look like OMG BTC. Okay, so whenever that chart is available for us sometime in the future, that chart currently would be looking like this. But now we can buy and expect it to go up as a stealth move. Okay. I think that makes sense anyway. Now let's go back to the yens quickly and finish this up. Okay. All right. So we're going to take the Swiss, but we're going to go lower with the fact that Euro has still got room. This may give us an extended move, you know. But at this time, I don't kind of foresee that Euro Swiss could just go up against further stronger and Swiss be weaker than Euro and Pound collectively, because Pound has already fallen and Euro has already fallen, while Swiss has still got more room to go. You can see the spread here. It's above the moving averages, while these are below. Relative to the moving averages, what are the weakest? What is the weakest one currently? Okay, CAD, dollar's weak. New Zealand is strong, so we could do a pound New Zealand as well. I think let's do that. Yeah, let's do a pound New Zealand. So even though we know we've got euro pound strength coming, it will still give us a trade. Oops. That area of time is here. So we're going to go low again because it's already kind of done its move, but we'll go back here. And we'll use this to tell us about the Swiss, how long we can hold on for. Oops, with the Swiss yen. Okay, that's it really, guys. I think that should clarify any questions anyone has. It's the same thing, basically. It's the same thing. So when we're looking at the dollar's come down quite a bit. Swiss still got room to come down, which would mean at some point the dollar Swiss will need to have some type of relief rally. If we look here, let's just look how far we are down relative to this area of time. Dollar is above, CAD is above, but a little closer. So CAD technically is weaker. It does show you in the moving averages that CAD is weaker. So CAD will eventually need some strength soon. But we'll come back to CAD. We're saying this area of time, 27th. So yeah, Swiss has got an enormous amount of room left. Doesn't have to go there on all of them, remember that. Pound, we're just getting a relative perspective. Pound is, it's pretty strong. So dollar, CAD is the weakest currently. Euro CAD, right? So the craziest move to do is the CAD Swiss. Okay. Now, for us to verify if we can do the CAD Swiss, which we don't even need to go this far, we'll just enter now, but we're going to go anyway and do it this far. 1 second. CAD Swiss. We already have a CAD Swiss chart. I don't need to look for another one. Here it is. So we'll draw ourselves a yeah, we'll do 22. We like that number there. The time is 1, 2, 3, 27th. So CAD is below, okay, which would mean we've got to come here at least. So that's our third area of time, we'll say. So we've got another one up. All right, that's our target. Because it's too much. It's too much. It's come too far. Now we have to look over here at the CAD index quickly. Yeah, so far in the CAD Swiss, we'd be only expecting a pullback move. We're not looking to come above here or trend. It's just a move into here. Here collectively, CAD index is down, down. It's up here because, or slash sideways because of the yen. We were all going up against the yen. We already know that. But it is showing its CAD does have some weakness here. Pound CAD is up, Euro CAD is up, and this is massive, huge. So yeah, we don't want to go too much against this. Aussie's even able to come up against the CAD. So is dollar, so is New Zealand. But it will still work. Let's check the Swiss. All right, got it. So we know that pound is strong and it's going to have to come up against the Swiss. We know that. We've ruled that out. We know that the Swiss index collectively is up. Okay. Up. Okay, Swiss index up. Swiss index down. Swiss index slightly down. So with New Zealand being weighted down, what should happen is New Zealand Swiss should drop. But given everything else we've just established, this will be a pullback to allow, while the Swiss still can maintain perhaps its higher time frame upness, something like that, like this. It's massive, but we can have a pullback to here and allow other business to take place, and that's, I believe, what's going on here. So we have to pay close attention to the New Zealand. But it's not that easy, the Swiss, to figure out yet. So we're going to have to come back to this, I think. But for now, we'll have a very short-term target. Pound one a little bit higher. And I think that's it, guys. Yeah, I'll wrap this up. I'll be back to you guys later. Cheers.